Okay guys, so the title of this video is called Diet Consistency Beats Perfection, because perfection doesn't exist. So if you've worked with me for a while, you've probably heard me say that phrase, consistency beats perfection. And if Sandra's listening, she'll vouch for it, because I'm pretty sure I said it every single week to her in her check-ins. So what I mean by this is, when it comes to diet, there is no real perfection. So if you're one of those people like me who's kind of OCD, this might freak you out a bit. So kind of let me explain what I'm talking about. I'm going to use my trusty little board here. So when we're looking for weight loss or fat loss, what we are looking to do is take in less energy than the energy we're putting out. So if you do this consistently over a period of time, that's where you'll see your weight loss or fat loss. So when I'm talking about energy in here, so the energy we get into the body is through food, or the amount of calories we eat. And that's one thing where consistency is so important, is because if I have, for example, if you're counting calories and you're on 1600 calories a day, or even if you're on a meal plan that I have set at 1600 calories a day, you mightn't actually be taking in 1600 calories. We just don't know really. So the reason why we don't know, because a few different things. So food labels, by law you're allowed to be out by like 10 to 20% on a food label. So when you're looking at the back of something and it's giving you the calories, that mightn't be the exact calories. So that's one problem. And then we have MyFitnessPal, so apps that you track your calories on, they're not always correct either. So that's, I think everybody that has used MyFitnessPal has texted me at some stage saying, Matt, these calories don't match, or the foods that they're scanning in and that is something's coming up wrong. So you have MyFitnessPal as well, can be in, or anything that you're using to track calories can be inaccurate. And then we also have the element of human error, just the fact that we get things wrong. So between these, so between food labels, your apps, and human error, so even if you are being perfect with your diet, you mightn't be consuming the amount of calories that you think. So that's the energy that we're taking in. So we don't 100% know exactly what we're taking in. So the energy that we're putting out then is, so what ways we actually put out energy is through what's called BMR, which is our basal metabolic rate. That's the amount of calories we'll burn just by doing absolutely nothing, just by living. This is the amount of calories that we'll burn. So exercise, then we burn calories through exercise. Your NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, so that's from just walking, fidgeting, moving around, just being active. We burn calories through that. And TEF is the thermic effect of food. So that's how much energy we use to actually digest the food that we eat. So with these, your BMR is usually just set. It's genetics plays a big part in your BMR, so how much energy you burn on a daily basis in general. Exercise, then, we don't really know how many calories you burn during exercise. We can take an estimate, but you know, we could be quite a bit off. So your NEAT, then, this can vary hugely. So on a day-to-day basis, you're not going to move the exact same amount. You're not going to take the same amount of steps. Some days you might fidget more, other days you might sit down more. So that's another thing where we don't exactly know. And the thermic effect of food, when we eat, if we eat different foods on different days, that will have a different effect. So really, with the energy going out of the body as well, we don't know exactly how many calories we're burning per day. So from this, what you can see is the energy we're taking in. So how many calories we're eating, we don't really know. We can't. So even if we are perfect, we still don't know how many calories we're taking in, how much energy we're putting out, how many calories are being burnt. So that leaves us with a problem. You're like, what the hell do we do now if we don't know this? That's where consistency comes in, because we can't. Perfection, it just doesn't exist. I don't know it, nobody knows it. But as long as when we're consistent over the period of time, that's when we can kind of get a bit closer to knowing how much energy we're taking in, how much energy we're putting out. So just thought I'd let you in on this and try and kind of understand it, that's why I will always say consistency beats perfection, because it just doesn't exist. So that's why when being consistent over a long period of time is so important. So any questions on this, let me know.